Germany has pledged over 65 million euros to Ghana this year within the framework of its development cooperation. The announcement was made by German President Frank-Walter Steinmeier, who is on a 3-day visit to Ghana. Speaking at a joint press conference with Ghana's President John Mahama, President Steinmeier said the support, equivalent to over 823 million Ghana cedis, will be directed towards agreed development priorities, with details expected to be finalized later this month. Presidential Affairs correspondent Maxwell Agbagba has more in this report.
There was a resplendent display of Ghanaian culture on day 2 of the German president's state visit to Ghana, featuring a full military guard of honor, bilateral talks, a joint press conference, and a state luncheon at the Jubilee House. The president of Germany, Frank-Walter Steinmeier, announced that subject to the approval of the German parliament, Germany will support Ghana this year with more than 65 million euros in development cooperation.
And I'm happy to say that today we've also been able to bring good news, good tidings, that of course pending on the approval of the German parliament, the Bundestag that is, Germany will again commit more than 65 million euro to Ghana in the framework of our development cooperation, which equals more than 823 million Ghana cedi. The details will be negotiated before the end of this month.
Both presidents expressed concern about the growing threat of violent extremism in the Sahel region. President John Mahama revealed he is pushing for a new regional security platform that will bring the AES states on board in the fight against terrorism.
The Accra Initiative was set up as a platform for our joint fight against violent extremism in the West African sub-region. Unfortunately, currently, the AES states are not participating in the Accra Initiative. And so what I've been engaged with is seeking a new platform that can bring them on board, because the fight is not theirs alone. It's a sub-regional fight, because violent extremism is like a cancer. It continues to grow and spread. And so currently we have discussions. I was in Mali a week ago to discuss the issue of a joint platform where we can collaborate to help them, and the international community can assist in the joint fight against violent extremism.
President Frank-Walter Steinmeier said Germany, together with the European Union, is supporting Ghana's efforts to promote long-term stability and development in the Sahel. President Mahama also reiterated his call for Africa to have a permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council, arguing that global governance cannot be fair or credible without Africa's full representation.
Regarding Africa's representation in global governance, Ghana continues its long-standing and legitimate demand for Africa's permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council. Africa, with 54 countries and over 1.4 billion people, remains the only inhabited continent in this world without a permanent representation on the world's most influential decision-making body. This historical injustice must be corrected.
He further urged nations to resist the lure of economic nationalism and instead work together to reform, not dismantle, the global institutions that unite the world.
Ghana is deeply concerned about recent actions that jeopardize the rule-based international order, especially the global trade system that has supported decades of prosperity and development around the world. The dismantling of established multilateral frameworks and the rise of unilateral protectionism, threaten to plunge the world into economic instability, greater inequality, and conflict. I invite Germany to share Ghana's strong commitment to multilateralism.